Welcome to the deep dive. We've got a really interesting source today.
Oh, yeah. What are we digging into?
It's excerpts from a blog post called The Illusion of Greatness. It's by Sasanka De Silva over on the Wall of Whale blog.
Okay. Illusion of greatness. Sounds provocative.
It is, and our mission really is to unpack his main argument about how societies see themselves and, the potential downsides of that.
Gotcha. And where does he start?
Well, kind of unexpectedly. He starts by looking at his own blog's analytics.
Ah, the data. Okay, so what did he find there?
He noticed something. He suspected maybe a lack of deep curiosity among many Sri Lankans. Saw that lighter content did better than more challenging stuff.
Interesting. Did he connect that to anything broader?
Yeah, he specifically mentions what he calls TikTok culture, that preference for quick, easy hits over, deeper thinking.
Right, the short attention span idea. But that's a big leap from blog stats. Does he offer a reason why he thinks that is?
He does. He believes it's down to some pretty deep conditioning.
Conditioning. How so?
Well, he argues that from childhood, right, through things like school books, songs, films, even religious teachings, there's this narrative.
What narrative is that?
That Sri Lanka is basically the greatest nation.
Yeah.
Has the best of everything. Nature, culture, food, medicine, education. You name it.
Ah, okay. So a built-in sense of national superiority, almost unquestioned.
Exactly. And for him, personally, he says travel and reading, especially in English, kind of shattered that.
Right. Getting outside perspectives often does that.
It exposed him to different global standards, and he started seeing that national belief as an insulated and inflated self-perception. He calls it an island mentality.
Makes sense. Viewing your own world is the only real benchmark, so why look further?
Precisely. And this leads him to ask some, let's say, reality check questions.
Okay, like what examples does he use?
Well, he asks, if Sri Lanka is truly the best, then where are the Nobel laureates? Where are the leaders of Fortune 500 companies?
Oof, pointed questions.
Yeah, and he points to low rankings in things like innovation, research, global competitiveness. But he's careful here.
How so?
He says it's not about self-loathing. It's a call for self-awareness. Just being honest.
That's a crucial distinction. It's not about tearing things down, but about seeing clearly.
Right. He seems to separate genuine pride based on real achievements from what he calls false pride.
And what's the danger of that false pride, according to him?
Stagnation. That's the word he uses. It keeps the nation stuck.
Stuck.
Like a place of potential never fully realized. This false pride creates a sort of comfortable bubble, he thinks. Discourages the tough questions needed for growth.
I see. So if that's the problem, what's his proposed solution? How does he suggest moving forward?
His call to action is pretty clear. Shed the comforting myths.
Get rid of the easy stories we tell ourselves.
Yeah. And instead, actively cultivate curiosity, humility, and a real hunger for growth and improvement.
And does he suggest where to focus that energy?
He does. He mentions nurturing actual excellence in places like schools, the media, temples, even just in homes. Less talk about perceived greatness, more building real greatness.
So it's not about knocking the country, but about building a foundation for genuine achievement, making it actually great, not just feeling like it is.
Exactly. It's about shifting from feeling great based on the past or stories to becoming great through present action.
And that really brings us back to you, the listener, thinking about De Silva's points. How might these kinds of deep-seated societal narratives about national greatness affect, individual drive?
Yeah, how does it impact the motivation to learn, to innovate, to maybe question things?
It's a powerful question. How much does the story a nation tells itself shape the actions of its people?
Definitely something to think about. That wraps up our deep dive into Sasanka De Silva's The Illusion of Greatness. Thanks for joining us.